Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. And today, we have our second game here of the Year 3 season. We are in Week 3 of 2026, and this Kentucky Wildcats team is coming off a bye week in Week 2. We're now ranked number 3 in the nation. Now, it's actually surprising to see that we are still ranked number 3 because after Week 1, this Kentucky team did not look like the same team as a year ago. Now, granted, we are not the same team from a year ago, and it showed. We have a lot to improve in a very tough matchup today against the 14th-ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. They are sitting 2-1 in the year. They did start conference play. They are 1-0 in their conference. Now, this Kentucky team is at home with Big Blue Nation, ready to be fired up, and we need it. Because in Week 1, this team really struggled. We played against Akron, who is 77 overall, and we barely won. We won because of our defense. We won 24-21. But I can tell you right now, if this Kentucky team plays like we did in Week 1 against Nebraska today, we are going to get crushed. Now, we did have the bye week. We have an incredible recruiting class in the making here for Year 3. So today we're going to be doing the top stories. We're going to be taking a look at the updated top 25 this week, then taking a look at how these two teams compare by the numbers, and then of course heading into the matchup, and then we have Week 3 recruiting at the end of this episode. So I will have timestamps for you all, just like always, in the video description, so feel free to jump ahead wherever you want. And if you all get some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like. It really helps the channel and it keeps these series going. Be sure to subscribe for plenty more content like this. And there's plenty more career mode content and sports game content here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. Check the channel page, scroll through. You're likely to find another video or series that you enjoy. Now, conference play here in the Southeastern Conference starts in Week 5 for this Kentucky team. We face off against South Carolina at home for our SEC debut here of Year 3. And if our team plays like they did in Week 1, we are in trouble. Now, we have plenty of time. This week against Nebraska is an ultimate test for that. And then next week, we should have a very easy game against South Alabama. But then we face off against South Carolina, and the schedule really picks up because after South Carolina, we go into Alabama for that Week 6 matchup. So yes, let's focus up, play smart football today, and crush the Nebraska Cornhuskers and show that we deserve to be the number 3 ranked team in the nation despite struggling against Akron in Week 1. Okay, so for the first top story, Duke upset Illinois 24-7. That's in Illinois. Illinois is 22 in the nation now. They were in the top 15, I believe, before this matchup. That is a huge win for Duke. And then the Oregon Ducks lost to Ohio State in a huge Big Ten matchup. That is a massive loss for an Oregon team who is sitting in the top 10. That likely is going to move them out of the top 10 in the top 25 rankings that we will see in just a little bit. And then Pittsburgh crushed Syracuse in front of their home fans, 52-21. Pittsburgh moves from number 11 to number 9, and Syracuse drops from number 17 all the way to number 25. And then there's a huge matchup this week between Florida State, ranked 21, going into Alabama to face off against a 5th-ranked Alabama team. And we need Florida State to take Alabama down, and we need Alabama to have a lot of wear and tear before we face off against them in week number 6. Hopefully they get a couple losses before our matchup against them. And here is the updated top 25. Georgia, number 1. Michigan, number 2. Kentucky, Penn State, Alabama, Texas A&M, Kansas State, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, LSU, Oregon, Clemson, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Washington, Arizona, Wisconsin, North Carolina, SMU, Texas Tech, Florida State, Illinois, Florida, Virginia, and Syracuse. Interesting enough, Syracuse has lost 2 games. Yes, they've had a tough schedule, but still being 0-2, they are in your top 25 rankings. Now, we are the only 1-win team here in the rankings. That's because we had a bye week in week 2. So our second game is, of course, here in week number 3. you love to see the back-to-back national championship team, Kentucky Wildcats, being favored in the top 25 because, in my opinion, we probably should not be number 3 after that game in Akron. But hey, I'm not arguing. I'm glad that they are loving this Kentucky Wildcat team in the rankings, and we are the number 3 team. We have to prove it today, though. Now, we will do recruiting at the end of this episode, of course, but I like to do recruiting updates at the beginning of these episodes. So I want to point out we have not locked in any recruits yet, but we have a generational 5-star Gem wide receiver, Dan Honeycutt, where we are leading the way right now. We are number 1 on his list. So in this recruiting class, I'll just scroll through in case you all have not been paying attention to the recruiting. We have a lot of 5-star gems, a lot of 4-star gems, and so many 5-star talents that we are number 1 on the list. This could be the best recruiting class ever with 2 generational wide receivers, because we also have Guerrero here, 6'6", 217 pounds, wide receiver from Miami Gardens, Florida, and the other receiver you saw, Dan Honeycutt, has 99 speed. This 6'6" receiver has 94 speed and 97 jumping with 50-50 ability and sure heads. And not to mention, Dan Honeycutt has platinum takeoff ability. You're not going to be able to guard Danny Honeycutt or Guerrero next year. These will probably be starters day 1. So yes, exciting recruits. We'll do the full recruiting at the end of this episode, but I wanted to update those of you all that don't watch the recruiting at the end so you can see that this class right here is going to be a historical recruiting class for the Kentucky Wildcats history. And it is time to take a look at this top 25 week 3 matchup here in year 3. We got number 14 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers sitting 2-1 coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against our Kentucky Wildcats, who are ranked 3rd in the nation despite struggling against Akron in week 1. Yes, we got the win, but if we play like we did in week 1, Nebraska is going to crush us today. We take a look at these two teams by the numbers. Nebraska is 86 overall, 87 offense, 86 defense. This Kentucky team is 88 overall with an 87 offense and a 90 defense. Our 90 defense showed up, honestly, in the second half of week 1. But today, we're going to have to show up in both the first half and the second half because this Nebraska team is really good. You know, thinking of our team last year, we had the same overall, I believe, of what Nebraska is coming into this season with, or 86 or maybe 87 overall with an 87 defense and 86 offense, I believe was our rankings last year. And you all saw what we were able to do. This is a really good football team on the other side. They are 2-1 and they've won some big games. So we got to come locked in and ready to play, or they are going to walk out of Lexington with a win and move into the top 10. Now, Gadsden had 2.5 sacks in week 1. Is a very important impact player for this Kentucky team this week. He had 2.5 sacks. We had a couple players with 2.5 sacks. The converted center, the athlete to left end, Matthew Horn, had 1.5 sacks as well. We have to get pressure on that Nebraska offense. If we do not, they're going to have their way against our weak secondary. Yes, our secondary, it's going to be a struggle against a better passing team, but this Nebraska team is also really good at running the football. So we got a big test ahead of our team here. And all eyes are on this Kentucky team, of course, because we have to prove that we deserve to be in that number 3 spot. A lot of people thought we would have dropped. They still believe in this Kentucky team, and I do as well. A lot of new faces, a lot of new talent, but it is time to prove to everybody that this Kentucky Wildcats team is not only the number 3 ranked team in the nation, we are a national championship contender and are the number 1 team in college football. Let's prove it today in Lexington, Kentucky. You got the Kentucky Wildcats number 3, Nebraska 14. Let's make sure there's no clashes in the uniforms. So they're wearing red and white. We wore all blue in the first episode. Let's actually wear all black in today's episode. Yes, let's wear the uniforms that We've dominated so much wearing those uniforms. Let's go ahead and dive into your game of the week here. Kentucky Wildcats versus Nebraska Cornhuskers. Drop your one times. Let's do this, everybody. Come on.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, here in the Bluegrass State, where the hospitality flows freely. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats and the Big Blue Nation, ready for this collision today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
We are UK, everybody. Let's act like it.
Huskers will kick this away to get us going here.
Okay, we get the ball first.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.
Let's play some smart football. True freshman quarterback.
For this game. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
The true freshman had a lot of time off there after taking a lot of hits. Trayvon! Drayton! Take it to the house! That's perfect blocking. Perfect.
Big yardage on that run.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The sophomore, part of our recruiting class in year one, 4-star Jim, is an electric talent. Showed it last week with 160 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh my. We are going to run the football a lot against this Nebraska defensive line. They have some good cornerbacks, but their weakness is their defensive line, and we're going to take advantage of that. I just had to say that. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now about calling out the team's weaknesses.
This defense just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle.
Let's go motion slot cross here.
Push to get any yards at all.
But yeah, the freshman Stephen Bullock took a lot of hits in week 1. Had the bye week to get ready here for this week. Perfect time for a bye week.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious
I mistimed the throw. The slot cross was open, but you have to deliver that ball right away. A little bit hesitation. I've thrown way too many red zone interceptions, right? Come on, team.
Getting after that quarterback.
This is when we miss Barryon Brown and Dane Key. This is when we had so much success. They'll make it big-time plays. Who's going to step up?
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he wisely decides to
terrible blocking. Terrible blocking on the outside. I mean, good job from the freshman to actually use his legs to get outside there. And threw it away, so did not have a turnover there. But look at this blocking on the edge. I mean, they broke through right away. I call out the defensive line, and then now they turn into a powerhouse. Okay. Okay. Now, we know our weakness this year, part of our weakness is center, left tackle, I believe. Maybe it's right tackle. But nobody, at this point, keep in mind, if I throw this ball to that receiver coming back on a curl, I know they're open there. But if I throw it, likely that defender, the defensive line, is going to put their hand on the ball and cause a fumble. So I tried to get outside and just quickly throw that away. If we fumble close to the sideline, no way they're picking it up. I'm trying to make better decisions about turning over the football. And we had to get out of the pocket. I mean, you see the collapse. I had to get outside, and great coverage across the board there. Too risky to throw it to that running back across the... Is that the running back? Yeah, that's Patterson out of the backfield. It's too risky. It would have been a fumble. He doesn't have that quick of a throwing animation. I think that's a smart play from the freshman. So I'm going to pause the video, take a screenshot here, and we're going to kick a field goal. How cool is this, though? New team, so many new faces, new timing. We're getting used to it. Like, you feel like a head coach, a true head coach, a college head coach in this game. Like, this is awesome. I love this career mode on the series, or this dynasty mode. It's one of my favorite series here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. I'm so glad I did this series, and thank you all for being a part of it. It's a blast. I mean, I love every single game. Every single time I'm recording this, I am loving it. But like, you can see, like, true freshman quarterback, a new team, getting used to the new players, new timing. Amazing. This game is so realistic. It's fantastic. Great coverage there from Nebraska. We'll take it.
It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
On U of K playing early today. It's a first drive field goal. You want a touchdown, obviously, if the left tackle holds there. Holds the block. We had an open receiver there on the right, but definitely could not have thrown through a cross body with the defensive lineman closing in there. Come on, defense. Step it up. We had that great run, and then they locked it down.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted.
They locked it down after that.
So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense gets their first crack now. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's
2 wide receiver, 2 tight end set. Let's go. Cover 4 quarters right now. They're probably going to run it, but we're ready.
About how quickly that ball needs to get out.
Ball handed off. Jukes to get free.
I mean, he turned nothing into 5 yards. That was a great run.
This defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes.
Let's go cover 2 hard flat.
There by the running back.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough.
Could be a run left.
And now the running
right up the middle.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackles made, but not before.
I'm telling you, they have a great run offense. They have a great offense in general, but they've got a lot of talent.
This big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said
so I'm showing cover 3 here. I'm not doing a coverage shell here. Now I'm going to start doing normal cover shells.
Locates the tight end.
I was trying to bait the quarterback into throwing it across the middle there. He did a good job hitting the open receiver. So.
But the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Big Blue Nation is fired up right now. The stadium is pulsing.
They're going to run it.
Okay, we're getting no pressure on the offensive line right now.
Down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that
I'm going to do a overload 3 seam blitz. Let's send 5.
Proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Running game is working.
I mean, their running back is amazing. Their offensive line is a powerhouse right now.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why.
Let's do a cover 1 hole.
Allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can
I'm going to play defensive line right now.
Get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
And there's the handoff.
Good job.
Picks up 3 yards, so second and
good
7.
play from Smith.
In the era that we live in right now,
I'm going to keep going man here.
Try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Good job, Smith again. Come on. The junior. 3rd and 7. 3 receiver set. Let's go cover 3 match. We've had most success. We're going to show a cover 2 coverage shell.
A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect. Incomplete.
We got lucky.
Now 4th down.
We got lucky. The senior wide receiver drops it.
Could have more.
Home field advantage in full effect there, everybody. That's a great read by the quarterback. That's a really good read. You know, we have to look at this decision making because coverage was great. I'm Soles. I'm here ready for that throw. I was hoping he's going to throw it. Now, actually, I wouldn't say that's a great decision because 41 should have picked that off. What's he doing? Should have never been able to even catch that. Our middle linebacker is in perfect position to make a play on the football. He read that coverage to perfection. You just have to get on over there and make a play, right? I guess I should have been controlling the other linebacker. Now, home field advantage in full effect. What does this look like? Did you watch Georgia last year? When we were in Georgia, same thing happened to our receivers. Barryon Brown, Dane Key, none of them could catch. None of our seniors could catch. Exactly what happened to this senior right here. Dropping it right in the hands. Big Blue Nation made that play. Let's go. That's going to be a field goal. We caught a break there. We got lucky. Home field advantage is the only reason they dropped that, and we'll take it. They made it. Sometimes home field advantage will cause them to miss that, but
we're all tied up now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish.
We got ourselves a ball game.
At least 3 points up on the board.
how many, that reminds me last year, so many of our away games, we would have so many drops on easy catches. Do you all remember that? It's heartbreaking when it happens, but.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25.
That's college football. Love it or hate it.
Kentucky offense is back out on the field.
Home field advantage is massive.
They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt.
Look at our running back. Our offensive line is so good at run blocking. Pass blocking has been a struggle so far this year, but
against this heavy formation. Toss play to the outside. The ball is loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
We're going to be having a long talk with the sophomore running back after that one.
And instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
He never fumbles. He has like 90-some carrying. They stripped it. I guess they hit the strip button. Good cut by Drayton to get upfield and trying to keep making a play. And okay, give credit to that Nebraska defense. Offensive line did a great job. It's great blocking across the board. Okay. It's just a young player making a mistake. Okay, let's give him some time on the bench after that. Let's put Patterson in there just for a little bit, you know. He's going to have low composure right now. Let's put in Patterson for a little bit. And, yeah, put in the junior.
The kickoff team on the field now.
You can't fumble the football.
Send this one away.
It's as simple as that.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken.
Okay. Let's go play action.
The Kentucky offense back out there.
Let's get the young quarterback. Let's get him on a bootleg.
Here for this offense.
They're going to think we're going to run it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming.
That's great coverage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Good check down to the running back. That's actually one of our running backs, but we have him at fullback.
This offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Let's go inside zone right. Give Patterson the football. We're just going to give the sophomore a one-drive break.
Trying to find room. It's Patterson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but
their defense is looking amazing right now. That's what I get for calling out their defensive line. What was I thinking?
Able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down.
That's Sanders. He's such a good route runner. Read the blitz. Sanders, did you see that route? Watch that back and watch that tight end cut. Nobody can guard that. Nobody. Watch that. That cut was fantastic. Nobody on him.
To convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Takes the toss, heads to his right, fights through a tackle.
Look at Patterson. What?
Wrap up the first period of play.
Patterson says, hey, coach, give me the starting running back position.
Check out the stats so far.
Well, We'll see.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
Let's do a fullback dive. He could be a
second
starting
down
running
in the
back in a
quarter.
lot of schools. Stack. Jermaine Stack, good young talent.
Handoff.
Just gonna do a QB
One of
sneak.
those critical third down plays coming up.
It's not open. That is.
Can he get there on the ground?
That's a great audible. Look at Patterson.
To 35. It's a big game. before he
That
goes out of
shifty
bounds.
ability
It'll really
is
start
amazing.
slowing
I mean,
down
you can
first
see him
down.
just shifting around like it's nothing.
Watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I
Our
just
line
love
is so
watching
good at
those
run
guys do
blocking.
it.
Not only our line, our receivers and everything. We've been running straightforward runs. Why don't we get the wide receiver involved? I'm gonna flip the play though. Dugans is faster.
Oh, it's a reverse.
That's a great play.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now,
It's a
let's
nice
hit him with
job
the
of
play
receiver
action.
picking up the first down on a decent
I'm gonna
game.
hit him with
The
a.
defense is happy
We
they
always
scored.
run.
Expect them to lock
From-
down these
what
playmakers
formation is
because
it?
You never know who's going to get the ball.
This
next.
formation right here. We always run from it. Do we have a play action? We do. This might be a touchdown.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Agadosi is who I'm looking for. If it's not open, I'm checking it down to Sanders.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout.
Yes! What a bullet from the freshman!
Touchdown, Wildcats.
See, I'm telling you all, I said this in the last episode. I'm not afraid to bullet it in there, full on red. Getting that red bullet pass boost, it's dangerous, but sometimes you have to.
Catch that football, he's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Stephen Bullock has great accuracy. When a quarterback has good accuracy, I find if you max out the bullet, get in the red there, you can still make a good throw with good receivers. Because if a wide receiver has low catching, they're more likely to drop when you throw it in the red. But those bullet passes are so satisfying. I mean, the freshman sent that one, didn't he? I mean, that ball looked like it was going 100 miles per hour to the receiver. What a catch. 10 to 10, baby. Wow, I love this game. I love this series. Thank you all for being a part of it. You all keep this series going into year 3. Thank you for all the support, you legends. I think we're all invested on this one, aren't we? This has been amazing. Probably one of the best series on the channel that I've done. It's been incredible.
Settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what
Changing
they
to
can do this time.
Heisman in year 2,
Lined up. It's first down.
best decision I made. Heisman is so much
Run it to
better.
the right side.
Remember I said that.
And the one moves the ball to
Ryan,
the
you won't be
33.
saying that.
Chris, it's the
After
consistency of
Nebraska
this
runs,
back end
scores
getting this
another
defense
touchdown.
fixed.
Yeah, maybe not.
Gotta come up with some changes up front. This guy's
Maybe
already
not.
over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is,
I'm going
not only is he
wherever
having
the
a
running
great
back
day,
goes. I'm not even
it's gonna
looking
give this
coverage.
quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's how you
Stop
play.
him behind the line for a
The
loss of 1.
cornerback getting off the block, making a huge play. Are they going to throw? I'm going to do a robber
I
press.
think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result
What's our
was
big
a tackle
weakness?
for a loss for the
All
back.
types of coverage
And
for our
it's a
secondary.
huge chunk play. The
That
tackle
shows
was
right there.
finally made, but the ball moved to the
Our
47-yard
cornerback got beat
I
by a
love how this
mile on
quarterback
that.
is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness.
I'm following
He's
the running
tough to
back
bring
wherever he
down,
goes.
and you see more
Maybe not.
positive yards after the catch
Maybe
here.
not.
Caught over
I'm
the
not going
middle.
to follow
It's
him all the way over there.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. He'll hand it off.
Made the play. I made him cut, right? I read the running back. He had to cut.
Spread error over the years has
The
always
team
been
comes in and
offensive.
makes the tackle.
Always impressive with
We go
defenses that really build
through
their
receivers.
defensive
Let's
play
go
space,
nickel.
still have an ability
No,
to
they're
be
running it.
sound at
the
I'm
line
going
of
robber
scrimmage
press.
and defend a running game. It's exactly
I
what we
really
saw
think
right
they're gonna throw it. I mean, run it.
That running play.
Big Blue Nation is fired up, but we couldn't get pressure on the line.
But the game moves the ball to the 30.
Their offensive line
The
is a
offensive
powerhouse.
linemen are just a certain
They've got
breed.
so
They're
much
always
talent
gonna
there.
do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball.
Could be a
Tell you
tough
what,
game.
they
Let's
have a
go
little
cover
bit
2
more
hard flat.
confidence when the
They're
person
gonna
that's
run it.
carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little
You
bit
start putting the
harder,
blitz on them,
knowing
they're
that
gonna
the
break one for a touchdown. Oh no.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris,
What is
this
our
guy
safety
basically is a
doing?
tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
They had 2 wide open receivers, one to the left, one to the right. Take your pick. I actually thought he chose the wrong one until I saw how wide open number 85 was. That's a secondary with a lot of weaknesses. We're not great at coverage, and it shows right there. Here's the thing. That is a masterclass of coaching for Nebraska. The play calling has been fantastic by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Their variety, play action there, they're dominating right now with play calling. It's so hard to stop. What are you going to do? It's a mystery. They're changing up their runs. They're doing misdirections. They're doing play action. They're doing it all. They're doing motions. Okay.
The kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
2 minutes left in the half. This is what you want, right? Okay, let's put the freshman back in. Put the freshman back in. He had time to think about it. Jerry gave him a long talk on the sideline. I know he's not the running back coach, he's quarterback coach and assistant defensive coordinator, but still.
In the last touchdown drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half.
72, what are you doing? Good run by the sophomore.
Brings up a 2nd and 2.
I think I called him a freshman, right? But no, he's not a freshman. He's technically a redshirt. He's a sophomore, right? He was redshirted.
You snap it,
Wide open. Sanders is such a good route runner.
Tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid
He's so good.
more than enough to pick up a first down.
Okay, let's go strong-o. Let's do a counter. We've been running straightforward runs.
Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That is such a good play call. See, I'm trying to be like Nebraska. Let's mix it up a bit. Let's hit him with a little play action now.
Fresh set of downs. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the tight end
Getting
goes in
ideas
motion
from
before the
Nebraska
snap.
here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone.
Honestly, that's what I was trying. I was just trying to lob it up there, kind of put it. I wanted to put it in a place where he can make a play on it, but
Give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game,
Don't wanna throw that
receivers make catches
to the
like
other
this
team,
all the
though.
time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Running back grabs it on a screen.
that shifty ability, the way you can just
Execution on the
shift around is amazing. I'm going to run another screen to Patterson. He is our receiving back. Oh, Drayton's in, okay.
I think in a process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback.
Telling you, the dynamic duo.
You better be careful.
Don't
'cause they're gonna
fumble.
throw the screen
Don't
at
fumble. Good job.
tackle is made. But
Let's run some
the
clock
game
out.
sets
I'm
the
gonna do
offense
2
up.
clock
1st
now.
and goal from the 9.
We don't want them to get another chance. Their offense is too good.
Quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch. And a first
Number
down for
11,
Sullivan.
what are you doing?
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense
I know we have
pushed
young
back.
receivers, but
A pretty good push
That's a
up front
terrible
by this
block.
offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to
This is a
run
touchdown.
big, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And he's got it.
freshman!
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
I'm telling you, I'm doing that in all of my, every time I play this game, when I do my dynasties, when I need a good throw on the run in the red, I will send it with a good quarterback. We have a great throw on the run quarterback, and it is showing today. I should have done that more with Brock Vandegrift. I did it in the playoffs. I did those more bullet passes. Sometimes you have to. When you have good receivers, that's all the receiver. Keep in mind, Brown Stevens has like 99 catching. So he's not going to drop that. Would I have trusted some of my other receivers there? No. But Brown Stevens has like 99 catching. I don't care to just sling that ball in there. That ball was thrown like 90 miles per hour. That is absolute perfection at the quarterback position and wide receiver. We got a ball team. Oh my, we got a team this year, everybody. I told you all we'd be a better offense. And we are.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last
What are they going to do? Are they going to run it? No, I thought they would throw it. Oh, we're ready.
In the final 30 seconds.
I dare you. Play over top. I told him to play over top.
It's a quick grab.
That's such a good play call because why not do it? Because they know we're reading deep. Throw it underneath. Keep trying to do a few plays. They have a couple timeouts still left. That's great play calling. Masterclass here for Nebraska in the first half.
What's the play call here?
Play over top.
Second down for this offense. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's caught downfield. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I have to pick that. I have to pick that. It was the throwing it. I got to dive forward. I hit Y moving backwards. That's why he moved behind it. Wide receiver jumped in front. I need to step up, pick that ball. That's on me. We can't blame anybody else. We can't blame Soles Jr. on that.
Remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for.
They are automatic, are they not? I mean, this Nebraska team, no way they make this away. There's no way they make this. Big Blue Nation, get fired up. Told you. No way. Big Blue Nation is not going to allow that. We get another play.
Is an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target.
Wait a second. We have 3 timeouts.
His head, poor kicker.
Am I crazy to do a quick throw out of bounds and then throw a Hail Mary? It doesn't even have to be out of bounds. Just a quick throw.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Pass interference. He couldn't get by the defensive back. 15 yards. That's pass interference.
Man, playing defensive back.
Let's do it.
It's got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated.
Can the freshman complete his first Hail Mary here for the Kentucky Wildcats?
Stay up with him and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
That's pass interference. They called it. That's pass interference. That's field goal range. We just had the luckiest end of a half.
End on a defensive penalty.
I've been working on field goal kicking. Let's see if I can make this. That we got so lucky. They called back-to-back pass interferences. They rarely ever call that. Was it pass interference? Yes. Do they usually call it? No.
And he's got it from 40.
I thought my distance control was off, but we did enough to make it. Good thing the wind was at our back, and I sent it low. Let's go, Kentucky. We got lucky, but we'll take it. You got to have luck.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here.
Are you all shocked with how much better I've gotten at field goal kicking?
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to
what a
watch
half.
these two
Come on.
teams thus far there in Lexington. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Those of you that have watched this entire series, this is year 3. When's the last pass interference call we've seen? Like, we may have had 1 or 2 in this entire Dynasty series so far. And we got 2 in the biggest situation. Hometown advantage. We got some Lexington, Kentucky refs here. Never call. I cannot believe they called that.
Well, he thought about coming out, but
on the Hail Mary, they called that.
To the 25-yard line.
That's amazing. And put us in field goal range. Okay, here we go. Come on, team. We have to stop the run. We have to. We have not stopped the run yet. I'm putting the blitz on them.
And the first play of the drive now.
Nothing else is working. I don't know.
And they'll start the third quarter here.
Never mind. The quarterback should have did an audible there. But hey, they've had a masterclass of offense, though. We have to give Nebraska offense a lot of credit. We have to. Don't get me wrong. Minus that fumble.
Back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to throw. It's Raiola.
Tried to make a play a little bit behind. I was trying to bait him into throwing that, right? But I was too late. Okay. I think we got to run cover 3 match. I'm going to be Soles to cut off this quick slant.
Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. He's got his man in the open field.
So,
that's a huge gain. Finally made it.
It's a match zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback.
That's on me.
For a big gain for this offense.
Everybody else ran the match zone perfect besides me. I should have stayed. My teammates thought I was going to stay on them, so did not, and instead tried to help and cut off the slant. That's just bad match zone right there.
Looking to throw. Let's it go quickly.
Let's go! Tyrone Nichols. That's a big-time pick. He jumped in front. He has that platinum interception ability. That helps.
That might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
That is that quarterback's first big mistake of this game. I mean, to be fair, that's a great play by a defensive back, and our defensive backs don't usually make that good of plays, but he has the platinum house call, ultimate ability to catch interception attempts. So yeah, you better watch out.
They'd love to find the end zone here.
Is it Tarian or Tyrone? I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
They'll run it here.
He's got such good speed. Just hold on to the football.
7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it
Number
again.
72, what are you doing? That's embarrassing.
For no gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down.
Okay, let's trust Sanders here.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air.
Beautiful. Secure catch, get down.
He goes down right there.
Run the ball.
Enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. The defense.
That's on Rodriguez there. Rodriguez has to do a better job blocking. Really, just poor technique there from the tight end.
Physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
He's got such a cannon for an arm. I mean, he can send it. It's amazing. We got a quarterback, everybody. Like, that is the best blocking ever besides 15. If Rashard Dugans makes the block, that's a touchdown.
Another nice game by this back. He has had
Let's hit him with the play action. Let's do a play action in I form.
in that zone, and a big reason why they have
PA
a nice
leak.
lead today.
Offense set for the 6th play.
Give it to the sophomore tight end here, Sanders. He had a great freshman year.
Down, it's play action.
Wide open.
Quick throw to the left side. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with.
It looked like Brown Stevens just fighting the football there, right? It looked like he was fighting the football. Nebraska had a drop earlier, but you gave that wide receiver a little cushion because they had Big Blue Nation yelling. They had low composure, right? Our team has great composure right now. We're the home team. Brown Stevens has to catch that football. That is a great read. Watch the coverage. Watch the coverage. We see the safety go with number 15. They're in a cover 3, right? They're in a cover 3. Read the zone to perfection. They're both cutting up. It's not a match zone. It's a normal zone. So I know this is open. Throw it over top. A great throw. It looked like Brown Stevens was fighting the football. That's a simple catch, everybody. That's a great throw from the freshman quarterback. Because if you throw it up, the safety could make a play or knock it out after the wide receiver catches it, right? That's a perfect place for that ball. That's a wide receiver with like 95 or 99 catching. Heartbreaking. It's okay. Good play call, though. Nice use of the play action here. Let's hit them with a shotgun run. We don't have to get it all back in one play. We have a great run blocking offensive line. That's what we built.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, and he fumbles.
What is happening to the sophomore? I thought that Trayvon had great carrying. Does he not? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check. 90. How is he fumbling so much? This Nebraska defense is amazing. I mean, okay, Patterson's coming in. Listen, if you fumble twice, one for a touchdown, we picked up that one, you're not seeing the ball again. I mean, get upset if you want. Some of you might question that decision. No, you're not being on the field anymore.
Break here. Lucky to jump.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Oh, it's not a fumble.
So after taking a closer
Take back
look,
everything I just said. A bit too impulsive, maybe. Well, he still fumbled, though. It doesn't count, though. I'm sorry. A little too emotional, right? Emotional head coach over here. Okay, settle down. What is the play that gives us the best shot at a first down? It's the smash. I'm trying to increase my play variety, and I like Sanders here.
Let's see what they do on third down. Bringing pressure.
The freshman getting the job done and sliding. Oh my, okay. You all know the play. This is a touchdown.
Franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play.
This is a touchdown to Sanders, maybe Tremaine Stack as well.
Pick up the first down.
Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete.
Good throw. Hey, we have to give a lot of credit to the freshman, the redshirt freshman Dugans, for making a play on the football, taking a hit, not allowing an interception. It's open, though. Like, look, it's open. It's a great throw, though. I have full trust in this quarterback. I really do.
To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again.
Great coverage. I got out of the pocket too quick. That's on me. I got out of the pocket way too fast. You got to trust your offensive line, and I did not. That's on me. Let's run dagger to the right.
But given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now, I'm actually looking at Brown Stevens first. If the linebacker reads it, if they're in man or maybe a match zone, I'm looking at Patterson on the backfield for a touchdown.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it.
Brown Stevens was not open right away for the route. I saw the defensive line getting in, offensive line collapsing. I knew that Brown Stevens could have been open later. I didn't have time. I looked for Patterson across the middle. He was open. Good pressure. Good play call. If we have more time, that's a touchdown to Brown Stevens. But for that route, that play, it had to be a quick look with the pressure. Okay, kicker is looking good this year. Give a lot of credit to Lyles. He knows that there's a freshman kicker with Road Dogg behind him, so he's a little worried. The converted punter to kicker has been dominating. He did great last year, had a rough start, but then got it together. You want a touchdown there to put away the game, but we'll take it. I mean, it's a hard-fought game. That Nebraska defense is good. Their coverage has been great. Their pressure. Did I call out the defensive line before this game? No. I definitely didn't say anything about the defensive line in the first drive. I would never.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25.
YouTube, drop your one times. I need you all. I need you all to be fired up and locked in for this drive.
But it ended abruptly with the interception.
Big Blue Nation, get fired up. Get the fans pumped up. Yeah, get the fans pumped up. Come on.
Here's the handoff.
That's all Gadsden.
Losing 3 yards there.
Tavion Gadsden, everybody. Just an electric defensive lineman. No, they're going to throw it. Listen, I know what they're doing. They want to catch us in a 4-3, and they want to throw over top. No.
Offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Maybe not.
To try to come up with that first down.
Okay. They're going to be predicting a cover 3 match. So let's show them. How about we show them a nice little cover 3? Let's show them a cover 3 and run a cover 4. Good luck with this upcoming play, number 15.
To throw, it's Raiola. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on.
What a tackle.
Play brings up a 4th down.
That is a huge hit. It was a great read by the quarterback. I called him out. Brave. Wow.
Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages.
He punched it out. Caleb Dooley, did you see him punch out that football? That's textbook secondary right there. Caleb Dooley making a big-time play, punching out that football. That's amazing. Okay. He just saved a first down, too.
The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was open.
The kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches. I like it. So you've got to make sure this half is different.
I mean, you have to block for a second, team. You're kidding.
And it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice.
We have not ran this yet today. Why cross flood?
This is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
I love this play to Dugans. If Dugans gets off the press coverage, this could be a touchdown, depending on how the safety reads it. Are they? It looks like they're in a cover 2 man. They are not. That's a Tampa 2 easy touch.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play.
Easy first down. Should have been. That's a great throw.
Make that play, that's probably a first
you have to beam that in there, right? If you don't beam that in there, it could be picked off. And yeah, I know it's a little bit underneath. That's a problem. If I did not beam that in there all the way, I honestly was not trying to beam that in all the way. That's on me.
The punt team making their way on
I wasn't trying to get in the red there. Just trying to beam it in full on without actually getting into the red, and missed it. If that's another player on our team, it could be a catch. But Ben Skels, number 4 receiver,
kick it away here.
Doesn't have the best hands in that situation. Not an easy catch.
To return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
What a game. Hey, isn't this what it's all about? Isn't this what it's all about, you two? Like,
play of the quarter coming up.
Amazing. Just play football. I'm going to beat Gilbert.
He'll hand it off. Oh, what a move.
No pressure on the right side. The Lexington, Kentucky hometown hero defensive tackle Kendricks did not get any pressure. That offensive line is so good.
Seemingly only getting stronger. We're set now for
Big Blue Nation is fired up. How could you not be? Let's do a robber.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down.
I think they're running it anyways, so got to stop the run here. Come on.
Heading left after the handoff.
That is incredible. Outside contain. That's a cornerback out there, everybody. That's a cornerback.
Play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and
Let's
third
go man
level
again.
players
Actually,
to
let's go
roam free
blitz.
and make the tackle close
Go
to the
play
line.
action if you want to, Nebraska.
An important third down attempt.
Got to stop the run.
They'll give it to the back.
Yes! Aggressive play call. I thought the quarterback was audibling to a play action. He did not. He audibled to a run left. I think he thought the blitz was to the right.
Those linebackers up to be able to make the play.
Incredible defense. Good play call. What a hard-fought game. Our defense always has big stops when they need to. That's what we do. Run this for a touchdown.
With the return, it's White. Oh,
He's got the platinum shifty ability, so he could just move full speed.
Picking up some good yardage on the return.
Don't
Here
fumble.
comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a
I'll be honest, I feel more confident in our quarterback right now than our running back holding on to the football. That is not good. This is a touchdown.
Also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Nope, got to check it down.
Sure hands. It's Patterson. They make the
Not only is our
tackle,
freshman quarterback doing a great job,
solid game.
I feel like I'm doing a much better job at reading, which helps, right?
He had the time to make the throw and he put it on target.
Offense moving
They
closer
are
to the line
full on
again
sending
after that
a.
catch.
They're full on sending a run up the middle. Do you do a play action for a touchdown here? Am I crazy? No, yeah, I'm crazy. Just run it.
Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot
That's true
overstate
clock.
how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the
Hold on to
offense
the
still has
football,
lead, but
please.
You can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile.
That's just great
That run right
blocking.
there
Stay in
picks up
bounds.
the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
He moves the ball
That
to the
our
7-yard
offensive
line.
lineman on the edge there, our lead blocker, I think. Maybe it was a tight end. That was great lead blocking.
The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal.
I saw the left side open. I just didn't have time to audible and switch the run to the left. This is a touchdown.
Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and
No way they
distances.
stop this.
Guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
What was that, Ryan? What was that again? Oh. Huh. I don't know. I just don't know.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must
But
cut
one
into
thing
this
I do
lead.
know
It's third
is
down and
a
goal.
touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it.
Yes! You gotta trust the tight end. They emphasize run up the middle. A good call from them, honestly. I would have done the same. And I knew it was going to be open. I waited way too long.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is.
I think
Now
I
that you're
double
up 2
tapped the
possessions,
pass button and
start
canceled
to
the
play
first throw and
really
pump
smart
faked.
football, not just on offense, but
Trust
on
the
defense
sophomore
as well.
tight end. He took a shot, too. We had 2 receivers open. The Sanders has better catching than the fullback there. That's a great play. Wait, they want us to go for it? Okay.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Changing ground to an out route.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Good
Gets
try.
the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense.
Why
on
did
this
they want us to
conversion.
go for that one?
Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
I guess because it's already a 14-point game, it would have made it a 3-score game, right?
They'll start at the 25.
No, that's not
And
right.
Nebraska's offense is
Is
back
it?
out on the field.
That's
They're
not right at
coming
all.
off a quick 3
The
and out,
12
so
oh,
looking
it would have
to
made it a
put something
14-point
together
game.
in
Now
this
it's a
drive.
12-point.
More urgency.
Wow.
This line getting set up. It's a first
Matt,
down play.
hey, this isn't math ability.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
We should have
It's
had
a
somebody
huge
over there.
gain. The stop is finally made
Clearly.
at the 41-yard line.
Somebody was out of
Huskers
position
up
on
the
that
line,
one.
looking to crank up the tempo.
If I'm him, I'm trying to hit 0 on a seam route here. Or somebody over here on the
Dropping
seam.
back, it's Raiola.
Yep.
Throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield.
I knew it.
The first down, but paid for it with
They
a hard
executed
hit.
it so well, I
The
couldn't
Huskers
stop
are gonna
it.
cash in this
That
red
was
zone
such a
trip.
good play. So now I'm going to be the cornerback over here.
Here comes a throw from the red zone.
Good read.
It's Hall. Breaks
Don't
one
tackle him
tackle, gets
forward.
brought down,
Is that
picks up
Godfrey?
some decent yardage. So here comes
Godfrey.
second down now. Every play important down here in
Team,
the red
this game
zone.
is not over. Don't act like it is.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
Yes!
Oh,
Addison! Take it to the house, baby! Terrible decision from the quarterback on the other side.
Look at the return after
That's
the interception.
game.
Sets the offense up in good shape.
That is
And that's the
game.
two
Their
that
quarterback
work
has
is this
played a good
offense tries to
game.
work.
But our secondary has played fantastic, but this in no way was open. Now, don't get me wrong. I can't really call out any quarterbacks. How many times have you all seen me make the same throw? A lot. Now, that I think it was a miscommunication. Now, nobody's open, to be fair. It's great coverage. But it looks like the quarterback thinks 83 is just going to turn around, right? Oh, he does. No, it's a bad throw. Bad decision, bad throw. I don't know what the quarterback was thinking there. I guess he misread our cornerback. I don't know why. To be fair, if they watch our cornerbacks are usually terrible at reading curls. They've been good this season, though, for 2 plays, and they've been interceptions. That's an incredible interception. Our weakness is our cornerbacks, and they are dominating. Now we just got to chew clock and conservative all the way. Just incredible football. Like, do you want to win or do you want to lose, YouTube? Simple question. This team wants to win. We had to prove that we do deserve to be the number 3 ranked team. Hard-fought game.
Keep it on the ground to work the
Our
clock
defense has really locked it down the second half, though.
That calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game.
Good second
like
half
this,
changes,
lead.
honestly.
Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
So,
Now, timeout taken by the
are you all
defense,
thinking what
trying
I'm
to
thinking?
preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That run
yeah,
sets
this is
up
a touchdown.
critical
There is
third
no
down.
way they think I'm not going to run this.
Play action fake, looking to throw, looking to the end zone. Caught
What
near
a
the goal line.
catch!
And they stop him just
This
short.
quarterback
He was really
can
backed
beam
up
it
on the
in
first
like
and
it's
goal.
nothing.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized. And
It helps when
preserve
you
as
have a
much clock
receiver
as
who can
possible.
do that. This team is unstoppable. Oh. Hey, listen. I trust our quarterback. Let's just run a couple quarterback sneaks.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal.
Reward him for making a big-time play.
We'll just sneak it now.
Okay,
Test
let's
the
try that
middle
again.
there, but get nothing. And the defense bringing out some big bodies.
Maybe send it away from number 44.
Try to make it with a
Yes!
quarterback
The
sneak.
freshman scores again. First rushing touchdown of his career.
We had a short
Wow.
field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Okay. Brock Vandegrift. We have to give a lot of credit to Brock. He led the team to 2 back-to-back national championships.
And they'll
But
set up now for the extra point try.
Brock was a very game manager quarterback. I did not. He was a game manager. That's how I played. He made a lot of mistakes last year as well. We still got the job done. He did make some big-time plays and throws. But this freshman we have right now can throw
Extra point up and
at a high level.
18-point lead now here in the final quarter.
I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like that Stephen Bullock is already playing better than Brock Vandegrift played in last year's season. I don't want to, like, build him up too much, you know, but this kid is unstoppable right now. He's making throws that you would dream of making. It helps when you have a tight end like Sanders who never drops it, because you can make those throws like that. But wow, I am blown away with this team. Stephen Bullock. Everybody was excited. I know all of you all were excited to see this 5-star gem. Elite development, may I add, as well. We got a quarterback. Brock was a quarterback too. I am not downplaying Brock's performance last year. But just think of the throws that Brock would miss last year. The interceptions. Our quarterback now is making those, making those throws that were interceptions last year. Like, this is game changing.
The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The clock is still running.
Imagine what we could do against South Alabama next week. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Can you all forget I said that? Did I say that? No, I don't think so. Did I call out South Alabama? No. I would never call out another team ever.
Offense showing a bunch formation now.
I would never.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
Yeah, no way he's catching that. Number 28 was heat-seeking up on that football, but he wasn't watching the football. Number 28 was heat-seeking for that hit. Oh my, we have such a good team.
It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks
I am so proud of the way this team has improved after Akron. Like, we're the better team. We know we're better than Nebraska. It did not look like it in the first half. That's a pick. I mean, let's go.
He's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Finally steps out of bounds.
Just a nice little sidestep. That's our third interception from Nichols. Nichols is our defensive superstar right now. He has that platinum interception ability. It's unreal. When he sees the ball, he picks it. That platinum ability might be the best ability in the game. That's 2 interceptions today. That's 3 interceptions on the year. I really want to throw it, but I'm not going to. I want to throw it so bad. Let's nil it.
This has been a tremendous
Game's over, victory
team.
formation. Don't get anybody hurt. On U of K, YouTube. We did it. That's the best played football game in this dynasty so far. Incredible.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You know, the defensive improvements in that second half, it was night and day. First half, our defense was struggling. Second half, we absolutely dominated that Cornhuskers offense. They scored no points in the second half. Part of that was me changing my strategy, changing my play calling, and my coverage shells. I started throwing that quarterback off, putting some pressure on him, and our linebackers started to make plays, and our secondary dominated. Listen, that is, Nebraska had a masterclass of offense in the first and second quarters. You all remember, I complimented them. Some of the best play calling that we have seen. We locked it down in the second half. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Our defensive coordinator, Brent Cobb, this year. Assistant defensive coordinator is, of course, Jerry. Brent Cobb took over the defense after Andrew Parker led Kentucky to the #1 defense 2 years in a row. He left to coach Stanford. Brent Cobb came in, a new young defensive coordinator, and that's how you play. Rough first halves in both games, great responses and changes in play calling, and our defense just made big time plays. That's why we deserve to be the #3 team in the nation right there. We proved it. And our offense, are you kidding me? Stephen Bullock is our quarterback. This kid is amazing. He's making throws that you dream of. We needed these throws last year, but I mean, wow. Hard to call out a team last year because, hey, I'm not calling out Brock Vandagriff. He did a great job. He led the team to back-to-back national championships. But you all remember the struggles throwing the football last year. We didn't start throwing well until, like, the final week of the season and in the playoffs. And we still missed a lot of throws. So, a big improvement this year throwing the football with a struggling pass blocking offensive line. Their run blocking is amazing. You all saw that game. The run blocking might have been the best we've ever seen against a struggling defensive line. I could say that now. That Nebraska defensive line is not great. And it showed because our run game was absolutely fantastic. Now, the catches our receivers had to make on those bullet throws were amazing. And Stephen Bullock will beam a ball right your way, so you better be looking or he's going to hit you right in the chest, right? I mean, he throws it so hard it might break your sternum. He throws it like 100 miles per hour at the receivers. Like, you better be ready. Oh my. 36-17. An incredible game from the offense. Look at that second quarter and fourth quarter, and we just dominated on the defensive side of the ball and offensive side. First half, Nebraska played great. All of their yards, I feel like, were in the first half. I really don't think that's an over-exaggeration. I mean, look at this. 49. They only had 49 rushing yards. We shut down the rush after the first half. That's kind of insane. But we had 204 rushing yards, which is incredible, and 1 rushing touchdown. We only had 126 passing, but I feel like it was the combination of play action, the combination of switching up our runs that we were running, incredible blocking. I thought we had more passing yards than we had, but run game was great. 355 total yards to their 275. Time of possession, our offense just dominated. Kept the ball, and our defense dominated too. Stephen Bullock, 162 rating, 12 for 20, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions from the freshman. Has only thrown 1 interception on the year, has thrown 4 touchdown passes. The future is bright. And look at our running back, Drayton. He did fumble twice, but one of them got called back. He fumbled once, and it led to a touchdown the other way. So 16 to 140, or 16 for 140, and Patterson played good too, 7 for 48. Our run game is amazing. And then Sanders had some huge catches, and Agadosi, whenever he touched it, he would score a touchdown, right? 22 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sanders with 61 yards and a touchdown, but Sanders caught some huge bullet passes, did he not? I mean, oh my. Wait a second. I thought that Brown Stevens had a touchdown. Did I think it was Brown Stevens that scored that touchdown, but it was Agadosi, or does this have it wrong? I thought that when we beamed in there, maybe that wasn't a touchdown. Maybe that was a first down. I thought it was a touchdown. I don't know. Or maybe this is wrong. I know it does mix up things sometimes. Do y'all remember who was that touchdown to? Was it Agadosi? Was it the sophomore who made that incredible catch with the full-on bulleted throw? I thought that was Brown, but maybe I'm wrong. But wow, what a game, everybody. That's how you play football. That is how you play football. I am so proud of this football team. That's how you battle. After a tough game in week 1, we had the bye week. We have a great recruiting class coming into town next year. At least it looks like it. Which means our team has more pressure to win. Because if we start to lose, we're going to lose some of those recruits. So, hey, huge performance across the board. This is one of, I think, our best games in this dynasty. I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, and we'll take a look at the road ahead and do recruiting. Now, I can't leave without showing you all this play. So it was Agadosi who made that catch. I thought it was Brown Stevens. I was wrong. So Brown Stevens was open here. You can see him coming across the middle. But it was Agadosi who does a great route, kind of gets stuck on the defender, right? And I see that, but I also know he's going to get by him. I see him start to get by him there, and I just launch it. Look at that throw. That's coming in like 80 miles per hour, it looks like. Just incredible. On the dime, across bot. Really, it was a cross botter. Really straight ahead, but running to the right, full on to the left. Incredible throw. We know that this quarterback is great at throw on the run. That's what he does. We got a quarterback. I mean, to make plays like that, you gotta be true generational talent right there. Oh my, YouTube. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody. Let's go. Incredible football. I said this last year, that if Stephen Bullock turns out to be a generational talent and elite development, we're going to dominate. And that game shows it. Nebraska was not bad. Yeah, their weakness is their defense, and we took advantage of it. But our defense shut down a really good rushing team. I do think that their play calling kind of went a little bit downhill in the end, but you could also argue that we just made better play calls on the defensive position, because we did. It's as simple as that. We outplayed them on defense in the second half. Much better play calling. You know, you're getting used to, you're watching what the other team's doing, you're getting used to their tendencies, and then you lock in and dominate. And that's what we did there. So it's time to recruit. A week 3 matchup is over. We are 2-0. We may move up to the number 2 team after that win. That was a massive, massive win. Okay, so Dan Honeycutt. Can we hard sell yet? Yes, we can. A C+ academic prestige. That's okay. The rest is A+ and A, so we are going to hard sell. This, I'm telling you, generational talent right here. This player is going to be a superstar. The platinum takeoff with 99 speed. Do y'all realize how impossible Dan Honeycutt is going to be to guard? Nobody's going to be able to guard him. There's just no way. Like, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants to. With that takeoff ability, there's just no way you guard him, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but 99 speed with platinum takeoff, yeah, right. And this cornerback, can we hard sell? We cannot. We cannot. There's too many unknowns there to be able to hard sell. We could look to see if we can figure out the hard sell. Maybe we get lucky. So we already know 2 of them, right? So it has to be those 2. So it could be right here. Horse, which would be perfect. And it is. That's great. A+, A, and a B+. Welcome to Kentucky. Andres Robledo, everybody. We're going to make sure we max out hours here. Welcome to the Kentucky Wildcats. This 99 speed cornerback, 5-star Jim. Yeah, welcome to Kentucky. It helps when you have an elite recruiter as your offensive coordinator. Please hope he doesn't leave this year. Now, we might be able to predict this one. Pro potential, we know, is their deal breaker, and it's the only interest we know, but there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interests, really 4 that we don't know. And we might be able to lock in this recruit soon. A left tackle, a 5-star Jim. Get lucky. Come on. Pro. We know it has to be pro potential. It can't be that one. So all the ones with pro potential. It can't be that one. His program tradition's not on there. It could be that one, which would be amazing. Sunday bound would be the best. Is there another one, though? There is not. It's Sunday bound. It has to be. Because all the other ones that have pro potential are not on here, right? So yeah, it's gotta be Sunday bound, which is the best one you could ever ask for an A, an A, and an A+, an A+, an A, and an A+. Welcome to the Kentucky Wildcats. Jose Poe, everybody. That's amazing. And then Elijah Schooler, who, as I've said every time, you're gonna get tired of hearing me say this. He's gonna take teams to school next year at right end. We might play him in the lineup just because of his name, you know. Proximity to home is not great. Yeah, we cannot sell yet, and I'm not sure we'd want to. Well, yeah, B-. We could check. No, there's no way we have enough. No. We would need a few more. Now, we are leading the way. It is Michigan's pipeline, but that's fine. It's Ohio State's pipeline too, and they're way down there. So I think we can lock them in here soon. Hopefully, we get a little more lucky with the interest. But here we go. Championship contender. Quentin Bartley, defensive tackle. This is another 5-star Jim. Championship contender, A+. Conference prestige is A. I don't think we can figure this out, but I do think it's worth trying. It has to include those 2, which is good because that's what we are great at. So it could be Sunday bound. It might be Sunday bound. No, never mind. So it's between Sunday bound and conference spotlight. We don't know enough, and it's too much of a risk to actually sell and be wrong. That could be a big deal. And there's the other generational talent, wide receiver, 6'6". We may move Guerrero to tight end, though. No, he's probably not good at blocking, right? Yeah, no, we are not using him at tight end. We got Sanders, right? Guerrero is probably going to be in the starting lineup regardless. No matter what, we're probably putting him in. Brand exposure and championship contender. Do we know enough yet? We can see. We might know enough. It could be that one. Playing time, so that's TV time. It can't be that one. It can't be Coach Prestige. Oh, okay, so it's TV time, right? Yeah, TV time. Playing time is not great. A+, A, and B, though. That's still enough to hard sell. It's generational talent. You got to hard sell early, right? This talent is absolutely insane. This is the... If this recruiting class stays like this, this is the best recruiting class I've ever had in this game. So, cornerback Jamal Carter here. We need to hard sell. It can't be this one. It has to include Coach Prestige and proximity to home. That would be bad. That would be 2 players that care about academic prestige as one of their main interests. Does that mean... Yeah, we don't... We're in between. We can't do it. Does that mean that generational talent wide receiver, if he cares about academic prestige, he's going to care about staying all 5 years? Right? Or all 5? All 4 years? Yeah, he's going to play as a freshman. Not going to be a redshirt. Does that mean he's going to stay? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, hopefully. It should be. That's how it should be, right? That's how it should be here. Okay, let's take a look here at Marquez Camara here. Free safety hybrid. Really good player. 94 speed. Championship contender. Do we know enough yet? No, we definitely do not. That's fine. We don't really need to hard sell yet on any of these. Oh, we can hard sell here, though. But 35 hours, so we just need to soft sell. We need to change the friends and family. Let's put a hard sell on there. It's going to give us more than what we were doing. A+, A, and a B-. And then we just make sure we had the same amount of hours we've been doing. So we're going to move up there quite a bit. We got Lamont Kelnick from Akron, Ohio. We're going after a lot of Akron, Ohio players. Akron played great against us. They played better than Nebraska. Sometimes this game on Heisman, those moments happened where those 77 overall teams look like the best teams ever. Nebraska looked great in the first half. Second half, their offense just couldn't get it going. Our defense is too good, and we are. When we play like it, this is such a good right tackle. Look at these abilities. Strong grip, inside shield, and ground and pound. That fits our team to perfection, and we might have enough to hard sell. Let's actually take a look at this. Has to include brand exposure and playing time. So if it's that one, would be amazing. TV time. It can't be that one. What else includes both playing time, brand exposure? Oh, never mind. Now that would be a perfect sell for us. So we're in between two. It's not worth the risk. So we just keep sending the house. And then we got Avery Scruggs, the 92 speed strong safety. And we are close to learning all the interests. We do not have the one yet. Maybe. We might be able to actually do it here. Let's at least check. You'd think I would have these memorized by now, but I really don't. Maybe some of you all know, like, oh, that's that, that's that. And I should. I played this game a whole bunch, so it could be that one. Actually, that's the only one it can be. I think we found it. Yeah, we did. An A+, A+, starter. Avery Scruggs might be welcome to the Kentucky Wildcats in the next episode. Ooh, how many hours are we doing for him? So we're going to be, since we were doing 60, right? And we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. No. Because we only have, yeah, we can't. How many hours were we doing for Scruggs? Were we just doing sending the house? That might have been what, no, there's 5 hours left over. So we're kind of in between. So we can add hours somewhere else. Which one of these are we closest on? Well, who do we really want? Dan Honeycutt. So let's add some more hours to Dan here. Honeycutt, what a perfect name for a wide receiver, like a good route runner, right? Honeycutt. That's like perfect. We already did that. We did Scruggs as well. So Tyler Beebe, right in power rusher. And we have a good hard sell on him already. So we do know his interests. So let's go ahead and hard sell right there. A+, A and a B. That's really good. And we have 10 more hours. We're going to be in between again, right? So we're going to do 15. And then should we add more to Honeycutt again? Honeycutt can never have too many hours, right? Him and the other wide receiver. This one we're leading the way big time though. Yeah, let's add another one to Honeycutt. Hey, this is a generational talent that you do not mess around with, you know? You do not mess around with Dan Honeycutt. You try to do everything you can to make sure Honeycutt is in the lineup next year. And this one, brand exposure, that's going to be the same, right? Isn't that going to be another TV time one? No. Okay, which one is this? Not TV time. It could be that one. To the house would be fantastic. Is that the only one that has both coach prestige and brand exposure? I think so. I think we might have just got lucky. Yeah, none of the other ones have brand exposure and coach prestige. We just locked it in already. Welcome to Kentucky. Braden Myers, defensive tackle, 5-star run stopper. Are we gonna give more hours to Dan? Dan can never have too many hours, right? Here you go, Dan. Oh, we already are maxed out at 75. Okay, what about the other receiver? Yeah. Generational talent can never have too many hours. Okay, so that's Myers. Now we got Joshua Blunt, the 94 speed cornerback. We need all the cornerbacks we can get, that's for sure. The hard sell is not going to be good for this one. So let's just stay the course. We're dominating right now. Gaining a lot of influence for just winning. And what about here? Proximity to home is not good. We don't have enough yet. And I don't usually like to hard sell at the C-, because ever since when they did that update to kind of change the selling, what I find is when you have a C-, that's when you start to have that negative impact. Now, if we have championship contender, coach prestige, and proximity to home, I would say yes. Like if there's another A+ here, I will do it. Like playing time, pro potential, proximity to home. Yeah, I would definitely do it in that case. So yeah, we got hours saved up here. We don't really need to go after any of these other ones. And we haven't locked in any recruits yet, which is surprising, but we may this week. A lot of times you will lock in a recruit by now, but let's advance the time. You will not see the new top 25 besides our ranking until the next episode. I like to leave that on a cliffhanger. I like to leave what's happened this week at the beginning of the next episode in the top stories. And it's almost time for conference play. Now, next week, we should crush South Alabama. It should not be close. Like, if South Alabama is within 14 points of our team, it's like a loss. That game against Akron was like a loss, really. Stadium atmosphere moving up. We're now the 26th toughest place to play. Our defense is now 90 overall. Oh my. Our team is getting better and better. And yeah, Taron Nichols here, the junior cornerback, is dominating. That's 3 interceptions on the year. He had 2 last game. He might have been defensive player of the week, national. No, that's actually surprising. Wait, South Alabama is 2-1? Oh, never mind. They're better than I thought they were. Okay, can you all just forget that I ever called out South Alabama, please? Because I did not realize they were 80 overall. I was thinking they were like 70s. So, yeah. Hopefully South Alabama doesn't play like that other Alabama school, right? Who we have to play in a couple weeks. Well, I don't think this is going to be as easy as I thought. It is home, which is good. I think we open up the SEC home as well. A very favorable start to the schedule. You love to see it. Let's take a look at that. So I believe we're number 3 in the nation still. So we did stay same rank. So home and then first away game is, oh my. So this is a home heavy schedule to start the year. Look at this. 1 away game in the first 9 weeks, but then we close out the season with 4 away games, 3 of those being SEC matchups. So yeah. And in the SEC, you play away, anybody can win. Look at LSU. They were number 22. What did I say in last week's episode? I said that LSU is going to be a lot higher. And look at them already climbing. They're undefeated on the year. So that's going to be tough. What about Alabama? They're undefeated as well. Of course they are. I'm just so glad we don't play Georgia this year. Texas A&M is undefeated. Welcome to the SEC, everybody. Look at all these teams. Missouri is struggling. So they moved out of the top 25, but wow. Arkansas is 2-1. Mississippi State is 1-2. LSU is undefeated. How's Louisville doing? 0-2. So they're not starting the year very successful. And South Carolina is also undefeated on the year. And they're back for revenge because we beat them in every year so far. So can we have a 3-game win streak or 3-year win streak against South Carolina? You better believe they're going to come out ready to play for that matchup. Big thank you to you all for watching this video to the end and for all the support here on the channel. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps. Subscribe for more, and there's plenty more sports game content here on the Gamerability YouTube channel. Check the channel page for more. If you want more content from me, check my second channel, Gamerability 2, link in the description to that. We got to make sure we crush South Alabama next week. And then in week 5, we will have our first Southeastern Conference matchup against South Carolina. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.